First of all, congratulations to you and your parents, you and your parents, that you are in this school. Um, you know, I think every parent's dream is that the child gets great education. So first of all, my congratulations. Amity is an institution that has built its name as a serious institution, as a credible institution, an institution that provides both learning and job opportunity. So first of all, congratulations. Today is Wednesday. I believe in Lord Ganesha. Lord Ganesha is the god of auspicious beginnings. So I'm sure today's beginnings are auspicious. I said to you, I was in a business school 27 years back, and I heard some of the things, the last speaker said about building peer-to-peer relationships and so on and so forth. I totally echo that. But first of all, let me give you a context of what has changed in the last 27 years. First of all, I've lost a lot of hair, I'm sure. And that's the reason Amity has invited me. But first of all, digital did not exist when I was studying. There was no internet in the way we have internet now. We had email. The World Wide Web was not what it is today. There was no social media. There was no social media. There was no distractions. There was a landline phone. There was no mobile phone, at least in 1994. So clearly, a lot has changed. The digital economy, in the way it exists today, did not exist then. The world is a whole new world. I would say that while the pandemic has brought in loss of life and livelihood, it has also brought in some positive aspects. And in life, it is our choice whether we look at negatives or we look at positives. I choose to look at positives. First, being in a business school is about 5 things. First, it is about peer learning. It is about learning from your batchmates, from your co-students. Second, it is about building collaborative relationships with your professors. I know it may not sound, professors are older, so you may not appreciate what I'm saying, but as you are into the course, I can tell you, I passed out now 25 years back. I entered the course 27 years back. All my professors, directors are my friends. I collaborate with them, and I'm not talking today. I'm talking even 20 years back when I was a young pass out. I was a young professional, or when I turned an entrepreneur for the first time 21 years back. First is you will learn from your batchmates. Second, build collaborative relationships with your professors. Third is while you are at the campus, build relationships for your institute and for yourself with the industry. Fourth, MBA, I keep joking, is much below average. That's what MBA stands for. Of course, that's in a joking way. My column used to be called much below average. MBA is a entry into a club. Now, what is the benefit you can enjoy depends on you. So see it as an entry to a place where you can have varied experiences. And last but not the least, what matters is a complete all-round development and all-round excellence even in the B school. Academic excellence is welcome and must be there. And I'm not of the thought process that you need to fail in class to do well in life. Oh, I'm a dropout. Oh, I didn't do that. You can be excellent in academics and still be an all-rounder who's fantastic and do well. So this is how I see your business school experience. Let me tell you just 2 things. One, I was part of my placement committee at MBI. So I built relationships with the industry. Today at Business World, that's what I do. Second, I used to do a lot of talks I used to bring in lots of, industry CEOs, professionals to the campus. And, I used to organize events. And that's what I do in my business world. So I'm saying there will be a correlation consciously or subconsciously in what you do in your business school life. Now, I know right now we are doing this remotely. It's in education, we use a term called hybrid. So at some stage, it'll be an hybrid education. But maybe I'm a little old-fashioned. I'm old also now. I believe education is about on-campus experiences. And I hope there is no third wave. though ICMR has said that the rising number of cases points towards that. I hope even if it's there, it's a mild wave. I hope our behaviors are such that we don't have the loss of lives. But at some stage, the campuses will open. I hope sooner than later. Real education is on the campus. I'm sure the professors and the directors will also agree to that. Not only you are missing the campus. I'm on the board of my alma mater, MDI, and I got a call 2 days back from the student committee head saying, "Sir, can you request the management to open this school? The students." So I'm sure that will happen. So when you're in the campus, the learning will be different. Now, first of all, I told you what I did at the campus. What can you do? But let me also outline what's happened. The earlier speakers have talked about the environment. So I'll only take 2 routes. One is our post-pandemic learnings. First, learning post-pandemic is never say never. कि ये तो हो ही नहीं सकता, ऐसा तो होता ही नहीं, ऐसा तो हम करते ही नहीं. So, that brick walls are in our mind to be broken. Those barriers are in our mind. So, if you really want to progress, if you want to be an innovator, if you want to be a founder, if you want to create solutions, if you want to excel, now we know that a lot of things we tell ourselves because we see them as limitations. But never say never. ऐसा नहीं होता. I keep saying, we don't know what we don't know, but we don't even know what we don't know. हमें पता ही नहीं कि हमें क्या नहीं पता है. So, have an open mind. Mind is like a parachute. It only works when it's open. Whether it's your students, your professors, your interactions with industry. Second is less is more. मैं travel नहीं किया मैंने 7 महीने से. मैं हफ्ते में 3 दिन travel करता था. I haven't eaten out that much. In the last few months, maybe a little bit. A lot of things I haven't done that I used to do before March 23rd. I worked with less resources. I've had less experiences, but better experiences. The quality of work has improved. The quality of health is improved. The quality of life is improved. Spend more time with my family, with my parents, with everyone. So less is more. Sansadhan are not the most important resources. It's how you plan, what is your drive, what is your passion, that matters. And we can live without a lot of things that we think we cannot. We can live without even a mobile phone. I know it's unthinkable, but at least we can moderate that. I'll come to that. So first is never say never. Second is less is more. Third is everything you do, whether it's education, whether you're a student, whether I run a media company, whether I consume content, create content, we have to imagine everything in a 3C economy, a collaborative economy, a compassionate economy, and a contactless economy, a virtual economy, whether it's education, whatever you do. Fourth, I think to me it's the most important. I think more and more mental health is very important. So आप gym तो जाइए, but have conversations beyond your phone. Meet people, have a conversation without a phone. I'm right now talking to you. I'm not looking at my phone. When I sleep, I don't take my phone to my bedroom. I leave it in my study. That's how I have a good quality sleep. That's how I have a good quality conversation. Every professor will tell you about mindfulness. CEOs will tell you about mindfulness. That be in the moment, give it your best. गीता में भी लिखा है, हमने जन्माष्टमी 2 दिन पहले मनाई कि जो अभी समय है, give it your best. So be in the moment, be mindful. Last point, the 5th point is, I've said this before and I'll say it again, that we are moving in a digital economy. I talked about the 3C economy. I want to give you 2 data points. We talk about internet and millennials in the same breath, but over 60 were called silvers. My parents are 82 and 81. They have started to use the internet in a way that they never used. That has developed this internet economy in a way that we never thought. So clearly, everything that we do in the future has to be digital. Digital cannot be add-on. Digital cannot be a driver. The business has to be digital by itself. So you will make careers in those domains. So adopt those domains, whether it's gaming, whether it's NFT, whether it's blockchain, whether it's crypto. So new areas, whether it's insurance tech, get into new areas. That's where you will find jobs. That's where you will find learning. That's where you will build careers. Now, let me come to specifics of a business school. Now, in the first year, at least in the business school I went to, you didn't have to specialize. You could specialize in the second year. So the first year you spend looking at what is your sweet spot. What is it that you enjoy? Whether you enjoy finance, you enjoy marketing, you enjoy HR, you enjoy operations management or supply chain. So do not choose a specialization just because of the friend who's in your class who's choosing that. Wait, have an open mind, go through it. I keep saying, Confucius said, choose your hobby as your profession, you don't have to work. So do not rush into choosing your specialization. Just because maa baap keh rahe hain ki finance kar lo. Listen to your professors. They have a pretty good idea of, in 3-4 months, they will have a pretty good idea of what are your interests and your strengths are. Again, it's your call. Listen to your professors, but do what you have to. Ultimately, it's your life. But yes, professors have, by their experience of past and dealings with huge number of students, they have this idea. They can be mostly right. So listen to them. So do not choose your specialization in the first 2-3 months. I don't know what is the structure at Amity, but if there is an option to choose it after a little while, please take time to choose it. Second, while the college will bring industry professionals like today in the orientation and throughout digital is allowed that you can bring more professionals because I don't have to travel. In old world, I would have to come to Amity University, Jaipur, which I would have come, but it would have taken a little longer planning, right? So while the college will build relationships in the industry, engage with them, create mentors, whether internally in the institution or externally in the market world, in the business world. Okay. Third, if some of you can be entrepreneurs, do projects which are live projects. They may become businesses, they may become enterprises, but start them as projects. It could be solving a problem within Amity Jaipur. It could be solving a problem in Jaipur. It could be solving a problem in Rajasthan. And the beauty about internet is you could be in Jaipur or wherever you are attending this session from and start your project or venture. Because that may become a huge source of learning. And who knows, you may be the next Mark Zuckerberg, right? He started Facebook on campus, right? Fourth, maybe I'm a little old-fashioned and my parents are both academicians. So, can I tell you that your teachers will play a more important role that you can think of? I am on the board of MDI because one of the past directors who were asked for a recommendation recommended me, right? And I can tell you in my 25 years plus of journey, a lot of times my directors, I've had good pleasure of knowing every MDI director and almost every professor. I can't say all, but almost. And, MDI was an institution which has produced 15 directors, 7 IM directors currently. They're collaborative with me in more ways than one. And I did not build relationships with thinking I'll be running a media company, I'll be an entrepreneur. No. It's just that I used to get along with them. I would go and spend time with them. They would invite not only me, a lot of my batchmates to their home for dinner, meet them. And we were the first batch of MBA at MDI. So there was a special bonding. We miss our... So professors and your academic guides can play a big role in your life. Keep this in mind. It may not be apparent. It may not be even planned. But, it is your time to build relationships with them. Fourth, your batchmates, I've already said, when I acquired Business World, one of my batchmates helped me raise funding. In the last 7-8 years, I have collaborated with at least 5 batchmates of mine on some things. I collaborated with 10-15 alumni, juniors. I'm also the chairman of the alumni. So, I have a 15,000 strong alumni. So your relationships that you form on the campus is very important. I would also say At the end of the day, these 2 years are golden years of your life. They will never come back. So have fun. And fun doesn't mean, fun means enjoying what you do, giving it your best, really soaking it in. Because once you're in a job, it will change. So get into learning. Getting a job is important, but your biggest focus should be learning. It should be curiosity. You should be doing projects. Once you're out of the campus, and you will definitely at Amity Jaipur, you'll get a job. So these are my advice to you. I don't want to, industry professionals already talked to you about what should be done, what shouldn't be done. And I want to say my 7 golden rules of living in life. I'll quickly give those to you as a capsule, as listicle, and I will hand it over back to Dr. Sharma. And first, I follow this. If you can dream it, you can do it. If you can visualize it, you can anything. This program was visualized, and today it is a reality. God helped me visualize exchange from India. It happened. I visualized acquiring business world. It happened. I visualized building a certain business ecosystem, a business model around it. It happened. It all starts in the mind. Second is God helps those who help others. Old saying was God helps those who help themselves, because that's true. But God helps those who help others. Maybe not the same set of people will help you. So do good karma. Of course, the last 18 months of COVID have given us lots of opportunities to do good karma. Third, I talked about mental well-being, talked about health. When I was 12 years old, my mother said 2 things are the most important things in life. I tell my mother now that she was so right. I understood it a little late in life. One is time is money. The other is health is wealth. Money is important in our life, so we say that. But time is the most important thing. Use your time well. For me, my most important asset is time. Second is health. These 2 are the most important thing. Fourth, I know I run a digital business. We spend time on mobile phones. We are no longer teenagers, but we are screenagers. But minimize your mobile time. Do a real conversation with someone. Read a book. And I'm not saying it's impractical to say you can't. We will use our mobile. But I don't take my mobile when I sleep. I don't look at it in the phone. In meetings, there are some people who work with me who want instant response. I keep reminding them I cannot give an instant response. So slow down a little bit. Detox. Keep a 2-hour detox on phone every day. See what you're able to achieve in life. If you're constantly looking at the phone, how will you create something? How will you learn? And our screen time has increased. I'm doing more webinars. I'm doing sessions like this. So for your eyes also, you may not realize. So bring down your screen time. 0 screen time is impossible. But bring down whatever. Fifth, spend more time with your parents. They're getting old. I know we all like going out. We have a social life. I have a family. I have a huge social network. But spend time with your parents. Your parents are getting older. So spend more time with them. Your loved ones, whoever that is. Your nana, nani, dada, dadi, ma baap, right? And I have 2 teenager children. So, I understand the value of spending time with parents much more than I did. But with your loved ones, read a book called Tuesdays with Morrie. I read it 20 years back. It was written by Mitch Albom. Read it. It is just as spend time with people you like, you love. Because, life is very unpredictable, as we've seen in the last 18 months. My 6th point is never say never. There's nothing called failure. Experience is what you get when you don't get what you want. So, अगर आपके projects में किसी भी आपकी, in any sphere of life, you're facing hurdles, you're not being able to succeed, be at it. Those people who've done well are people who were resilient, who were dogged, who stayed in it long. So there's nothing called failure. Experience is what you get when you don't get what you want. So don't get deterred by things not working out in the short term. Be at it. And my last 7th point. I think, I'm a Hindu. I believe in it. And, I know you can see a small temple in my study. And a lot of people tell me, oh, you run business world. You shouldn't have. I believe in, prarabdha, that our life is preordained. So be nice to people. Because your life is preordained. What you have to receive in life, whether in material terms, in relationship terms, in success, fame, is all predetermined. So be nice to people. Be honest. Even when you're honest, be polite. Say it in a way. When I was younger, I would be very blunt. When I was little, I would get worked up. I rarely get worked up. I do. I'm human to say that you'd be never worked up, never upset, never angry. That is state of Buddha. I haven't achieved that yet, but I'm working towards it. But minimize your extreme reactions to situations, people. We're all human. We will have emotions. We may not like something. We may be irritated, but minimize the reaction. And as I said, I believe in prarabdha. I believe in our life is preordained. I go to a mosque. On my birthday last week, I went to two gurdwaras. I went to a mosque. I go to all. I believe in that at the end of it, there's one God. Whatever route you take. But be nice to people on your journey. It all comes back to you. So while you learn technical things at business school, hone your personality. At the end of the day, it's about your personality. It is about your communication. It is about how you are as a human being. And of course, knowledge matters. So I wish you luck. Today is Wednesday. It's the day of Lord Ganesha. So happy beginnings to you. You're in a very good institution. You're amongst good professors. Make the best of it. And do not compare. Every institution is unique. Do not compare. Be grateful to God for what you got, and you'll get. Thank you so much. God bless you.